Happy Thursday, everybody. What's going on? It's Spitball Media with myself, P. O'Brien. He is Planet Mondo. What's up, Shaheen?
What's going on, brother? How you feeling
Oh,
tonight?
I'm exhausted. I had a long ass day. Went to the Ball Diamonds. Got done being Coach B show for the day, and then came home to hang out with everybody here. How about you?
I actually, for once, have energy because I haven't worked in like the last week. I've been off for the last few days, so I'm actually energetic for once, man. I'm usually dying when we're doing the show, dude. I have like no energy. Right now, I'm good to go. So I'm excited to actually be alive for the show for once.
Awesome. Glad to have you. Tomorrow is your birthday. You let it slip in the pre-show. I forgot it was tomorrow, man.
Yeah, I'm turning 38 in about 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Any plans this weekend, or is that something we should get into on the show?
Maybe we can save it for the Patreon.
Okay.
Actually, maybe we'll cover it next week after, we'll see what happens and then we'll cover it next week. I'm just kind of planning on just going out tomorrow and getting drunk, but I think the aftermath will be, worth talking about on the show, but nothing too exciting this week. By the way, I'm off camera for 2 seconds while I finish my blunt, so excuse me, folks. I'll be back in about 3 seconds. But yeah, man, I'm excited for the show tonight. We're doing something a little different, so.
Yes, John is not with us. John is on assignment, as they say. He will be joining us next week and back to the regular scheduled programming. And whenever this happens, Shaheen and I kind of go off script a little bit because when John's here, we talk about a lot of the current event stuff. And it's stuff that we all want to be able to talk about and comment on. So we save some of this stuff for when we're all back together as one big happy family, as they say. And this week, we're going to take a walk kind of in the weird and wild world that Shaheen kind of lives in. And it's something I'm interested in because I've seen a lot of, I don't know, like mainstream movies, franchise stuff. Shaheen is into a lot of grindhouse and I guess in music terms, you'd call them B-sides, I guess. So tonight, Shaheen had the idea to go through Vinegar Syndrome and Severin films and check out some weird titles and watch some trailers. And we're just gonna go off the beaten path a little bit. Is that right, Shah?
Yeah, I figured it would be fun because I reference these companies a lot in these films, and I know you're not quite familiar with a lot of those titles, and I'm sure a lot of the chat isn't. So I figured either you're gonna love it or hate it, but it's fun to expose everyone to kind of like a new subgenre that you might not be familiar with, and if you are familiar with it, then obviously you'll have probably a good time. So I figured do something different, man. If we just did like a George Romero trailers or top 10, like everybody already knows those films, so I figured it would be more of like almost like a discovery show where you guys discover it with us, and we'll see how it goes, man. But yeah, I mean, even if it's not your type of movies, I guarantee you won't be a boring show because there are definitely some weird ass titles. So if anything, it's going to be fun making fun of it. So you have a good time.
That's good. Don Stoney, happy birthday. He's 44 today.
Oh, nice. Happy birthday, man. Fellow Gemini.
Yeah. Also in the chat joining us, Joe Punches. What's up, Joe? Hey now, Rich Dow. We got John JLD 999. We got the Kevco TV. Drucifer Yarcifer. Slava Cheeks. I might have said him all right already. And I think that's it. If you snuck in and I didn't see you, Chris Matthews is there. Drop a line and we'll shout you out. But I want to announce I'm going to be on the Hey Now Rich Dow podcast, X's and O's of Life, on Friday the 13th to celebrate the holiday. So make sure you check it out. He also has somebody on tonight. I think it's someone.
Fatty 316.
Yeah, Fatty from the Bayou Geeks. He's going to be on tonight, so check that out too.
Yeah, and I'll be back on his show later on in June. I think the week after B show maybe. So once that's finalized, we'll let you know.
Yeah, he's going through the ranks for sure, but he's doing some good stuff. I know Don Stoney was on recently, and it was a nice surprise to see him live. And like, I've known a lot of you guys just in passing for a long time, and Shaheen has too. But it's funny to see you in person, and instead of just a name on or a handle on the internet. So
yeah, it's funny. I was thinking the same thing when I was watching some of his shows and clips. It was like just kind of like matching faces to these names and voices that we know from the chat room. So that's always cool. And shout out and thank you to everybody that said happy birthday to me. I appreciate that.
Yeah. All right, Shah. So where do you want to get started? You want to go to Severin Films or you want to go Vinegar Syndrome?
Yeah, let's start out with Severin. Vinegar Syndrome has gone a tiny bit mainstream. Severin is still in the weirdness of forgotten 70s and 80s gems. So if you look up Severin Films on YouTube, you should be able to find their official YouTube channel. And then we'll just go through videos, and then maybe we can each pick one. We'll take turns picking them. So you can just go to YouTube.
Oh, YouTube?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I thought you wanted me going to the site. Here we go.
No, because the trailers are on YouTube. It's on their YouTube channel.
Gotcha.
So I think the best way is if I choose the first one, and then we'll take turns, and then the second one you can kind of go based off the title of which one kind of intrigues you, as far as just based off the title of the picture, and then we can kind of just go through them.
You said Severin, right?
Yeah, Severin.
All right. And also, programming note, John wanted me to make sure to remind you guys that we are likely going to be recording the Q&A for April this weekend at some point. So if you haven't gotten your questions in and you still want to, you have time. We're going to be doing that shortly, and then we're going to be getting that show out for you in the next probably week or so. And I am here we go, Severin Films on YouTube's.
Yeah, and if anybody's interested, a lot of their films are on Shudder now. Same with Vinegar Syndrome. So, don't be afraid. You don't have to necessarily purchase these on physical media. A lot of these are streaming with the same transfers that Severin and Vinegar Syndrome have done. So just go to their videos tab. Yeah, there you go. And then let's just scroll down from the bottom and just kind of see what we got going on here.
Oh, from the bottom? You want to go backwards?
Yeah, let's just go backwards. Let's see.
All right.
Let's see some of the weird shit that's come out. I own a lot of these, so I can definitely comment on some of these.
See, like just seeing these thumbnails makes me want to watch all of these movies.
All right, so why don't we? Yeah, let's start off. All right, so let's go up to the top a little bit more because these are they kind of have like the same concept as Criterion, where they have directors go to the closet and pick out some of their favorite.
So what is Criterion? Because I watched the Pee-wee documentary and the movie came on afterward, and wherever they filmed it said Criterion Theater in the back. Do you know where that comes from? Because I'm not aware.
I'm only familiar with Criterion, the company. I don't know if they have a theater or if they have any kind of relation to that. Okay. Criterion is a boutique physical media label. They've been putting movies out since I want to say since like the late 90s, because they used to do Laserdisc. And they've kind of focused on forgotten gems and like art house films, but Criterion doesn't put out like shitty movies like these. Like Severin is known for putting out shitty films,
Yeah.
Criterion puts out like masterpieces from across the world, by the way. So, all right. So forget about the Enter the Blue Sea clones. We talked about that a couple times.
We did.
Yeah. Let's go up a little bit. Drowning by Numbers is a nice art house movie. It's not quite weird, but it's. All right, so let's play Drowning by Numbers, actually. That's something that Criterion would actually put out. So this is something that I would expect from Criterion.
Okay. I'm going to drop the volume a little bit so you can hear us. Ugh.
Yeah, see, this is like straight up Criterion, art house films. I know her from somewhere, too. Where is she from?
Isn't she 101 Dalmatians? She's the nanny or the maid or something?
Look at that fucking shot right there.
That's beautiful. That reminds me of the Californication album cover.
It does,
yeah. Hope you drown.
So they have a pretty wild range of films. They'll have art house stuff like this, and then they'll have complete dog shit movies. They have a couple kids movies. Like they put out Overboard with Patrick.
They put out Overboard?
Yeah, with Patrick Swayze, which is bizarre.
Oh my god. What the fuck is this about?
So anything that I can utilize from an aesthetic which is based.
Actually, forget about this one. This one's too art housey.
Okay.
Let's go for something a little bit more weird. This is too sophisticated for us right now.
Okay. Oh, now I got to go all the way back down. Fuck.
No, let's just pick one of these random ones. Oh, actually, go up a little bit. Go up a little bit.
I was gonna say this looks like a Cheech and Chong action movie.
That might be an Argento movie.
Maybe.
Oh, dude, Beast in the Heat. Play that fucking movie.
Okay.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is a weird one. I think this is a perfect example of what the type of movies Severin puts out. It's about so this is like a Nazi exploitation film. Basically, I don't want to spoil it. Just watch it.
Okay. Yeah, Slave Cheeks, a Kurt Russell movie, Overboard. Holocaust Nazi.
I have this, by the way. I'm ashamed to say.
What the fuck is that?
This is the Beast. Straight up 70s. Isn't that the dude from Jaws?
I missed it. But that dude looks like if Chris Benoit turned into the Hulk.
Oh, Jesus. Yo, he does kind of look like the Hulk. He's like a midget version of the actual Hulk.
Is he fucking it?
Yeah, he just fucks random chicks the whole time, bro. It's the whole movie. It's him just banging chicks. Literally.
So it's not enough that they're Nazis. They also have to have like a little hulking dwarf that is fuck crazy. That's crazy.
What the fuck is this, man?
So you're still able to look upon me as a woman, eh?
I'm amazed that these movies exist and are being put out in these like pristine restorations. Look at this fucking movie, man.
I know. I have a feeling we're gonna get thrown off YouTube. Holy shit.
Well, I mean, this is on YouTube. Shouldn't be a problem if they have it on YouTube.
No. What's the chat thinking of this one? Oh my god. You know, these movies, I have a feeling when they put them together, they have like, all right, we're going to do a Nazi action movie. Okay, fine. With the genetic deformity person. Like it always, it's like one extra step too much that takes it over the top.
The thing that's fascinating about this is like, this used to be a complete subgenre of like exploitation films. They were called literally Nazi exploitation films.
Oh my god. Did they just kill that baby?
Probably.
I wonder what the point of this movie is other than just showing Nazi shit.
There's no, that's it. That's why it's an exploitation movie. It's not supposed to be like a serious movie.
Das Boot, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Are you surprised there's not more like Nazi and war films being made nowadays? Because I feel like that used to be a big thing in cinema. Now it's kind of taboo.
Yeah, because like, I don't know. World War II was a lot more popular with veterans and people from around that time, and I think as it's dying out, it's less and less interesting. But now we have pop stars who are doing Sea Kyles and goose stepping, so who knows? Maybe it's coming around again. It's in season, I guess.
Yeah, I mean the last one I can think of was really Inglourious Bastards. I don't recall anything else. Right?
Yeah, that one.
The Tom Cruise one, there was like Valkyrie or something like that, maybe.
Valkyrie, Saving Private Ryan, which wasn't really Nazi, but it was World War II. Schindler's List was like 1997. So it's been a while.
These are like super old films, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
why don't you pick one now?
Oh Jesus. Frick. Okay, Opera is Dario Argento. I'm not gonna watch that. It's too.
I've actually never seen Opera. Have you seen it?
I tried watching it a couple months ago, and I fell asleep. So unfortunately, no.
Is it
What's
at least
your
a good-looking film? Like, does it look good? Is it shot well?
I think so. It's in the same time frame as is it Inferno? Is it Dario Argento?
Yeah.
Like the 70s to 80s Giallo movies.
Yeah.
How about
You're
The
not sharing
Halfway
your screen,
House?
by the way.
What's that?
You're not sharing your screen, by the way.
Oh. Here, I don't know why it stopped. I was having problems with it, so it might have shut off.
I think The Halfway House is like an alien movie.
Yeah,
And
it had
I think it's directed by Stuart Gordon, actually. I think it's his last movie.
Really?
I could be wrong, but yeah. I'm pretty sure it is.
For some reason, these don't want to populate, so let me try this. There we go. Oh, it's because of the warning. It keeps freezing. Here we go.
I still can't see the screen, though.
I'm looking
There
for
you
my
go.
younger sister. She went out jogging 2 nights ago before dinner and never came back.
You bump up the volume a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Mary Magdalene Halfway House for Troubled Girls.
The Mary Magdalene Halfway House for Troubled Girls.
And representatives of the Catholic Church are somehow trying to cover it up.
Once I'm inside, undercover, I'll find out what's going on.
I just happen to be the #1 bitch
Dang.
around here.
I want to go watch this like now.
I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Everything looks suspicious as hell.
But you see what I mean? It's like, hey, it's a halfway house run by nuns, and there's some weird shit that goes on, and aliens. It's like that. There's always that extra layer of shit to take it over the top.
They just can't. They don't do movies like this anymore, man. Where it's just like
What the?
sleazy ass films.
And kung fu.
You gotta look up to see who directed this. I'm pretty sure it's Stuart Gordon.
Okay,
It was
so
terrible, by the way.
it does. Look at. Do you see the alien?
It was terrible, man.
Oh my god.
So 2003, yeah. I mean, that's that
let's-
was a shit era of horror movies.
Let's see who did this one. The Halfway House 2003. Let's see. I'm not seeing who did it. Who did it?
I could swear it was Stuart Gordon.
Kenneth J. Hall.
Can you see what else he did?
I'm looking for it. Puppet Master. He was a writer. And that was it. He directed and wrote The Halfway House. And he wrote Puppet Master. And he acted in Gingerbread Man too. The Passion of the Crust.
Damn, I wonder what movie I'm thinking of then. I don't know.
Stuart Gordon movies? I don't know. That's another one we could do another time. Is just go through Stuart Gordon movies.
Yeah.
Drew already asked, are you sure this isn't porn? I'm not sure, but I want to find out. And I'm willing to do the work.
I don't have this one, unfortunately. I did see the trailer and I was like, see, I have a soft spot for like shitty old like 80s and 90s and 70s movies. The 2000 ones, those ones are usually skippable for me, man.
Drew says, Shah, they still do movies like this. It's called porn.
Oh, yeah. Close enough, man.
Let's see.
All right, let's scroll down a little bit.
Rich Chow says, these feel like if Ben and Jerry's flavors made movies. Yeah,
that's what I used to like about movies was there was like 16 different genres in one film. You know, they don't do those anymore.
No. Let's see. Yeah, where do you want to go from here?
Yeah, let's skip all the Bruce Lee ones. Hold on. Let's wait here.
Wait, where to stop?
Yeah, let's go down a little bit more. Actually, Burial Ground I think is a good one. Go down a little bit more. One more row. There you go. Burial Ground right there.
Shah or Drew, I will work very, very hard. Although I'm getting older, so I'm not sure how hard it will be.
We got to get a sponsor from Blue Chew, man. It'll
Fuck, you know what? I get so annoyed listening to podcasts. I hear Blue Chew all the time, but fuck it. If they're willing to toss us a couple shekels, I'll take it on air. I don't care.
I'll take the pills too, man. I'll take the money and the pills.
We should do an old school race. Like the three of us take it and see who takes longest to get fully erect. Place bets.
Have you ever heard of this movie? This is like semi-famous.
I have heard of it.
Yeah.
And I almost picked it, but I figured it was way too up my alley.
Yo, it's hilarious because there's this one character in the movie that's supposed to portray a child, and it's like clearly like a 30-year-old fucking
like Stuart from Mad TV.
Yo, man, there's a scene where he's like sucking on a titty as a child. I'm like, yo, this is a grown man. What the
Oh, these zombies are terrible. Look at that with the eye.
Man, that one looks good though. I like.
Oh,
that one.
Jesus.
Oh, keep in mind, this is old. Yeah, that's the dude right there. That's not no child, man.
Oh my. He does. He seriously looks like Stuart from fucking Mad TV.
Dude, I love this movie though.
If you guys are listening and you're not watching, you're really missing out. Go check out the YouTube on this one.
Yeah, this will be nice to drive some people back to YouTube too, man. Come check us out on YouTube.
Oh my God. Is this Italian?
Oh yeah, of course it's Italian.
Of course it's Italian. Okay.
Come on, man. It's a given. Of course this is an Italian film.
Now, okay, in the darkness, the faces look kind of creepy. So I'm not mad about
really
that.
Hot for back in the day.
Oh my God, yeah. These Italian broads, man, it's illegal.
Show the baby, man. I need you to see this child, or quote unquote child.
Oh, I thought we saw him in the beginning.
You did, but if we need a better shot, man, it's a grown ass fucking man.
That's like if you go back and watch Sleepaway Camp and they're like, I'm 16. And it's like, no, you're 45, bitch.
I don't know, man. I kind of like the zombies from this movie. They look good.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at night they look fine. Just in direct light, they look like pantyhose and fucking corn pops.
I love that red room.
I know.
Creepy as shit. Kind of reminds me of, like, Suspiria.
Yes. Yes.
Right there. That's supposed to be a child. It's supposed to be a fucking child, bro.
Oh, my God.
Yo, man, I love this movie purely for the fact that they pretended to be a fucking child as a grown-ass 35.
Oh, my God. He almost looked like Nathan Lane from The Birdcage. Jesus Christ. Andrea Bianchi. I know that name.
This might be on Shudder. I think this one, because this is one of the bigger ones.
That's one of the better ones? Okay.
No, bigger ones, like known films. Well, and better ones, to be honest with you. Yeah, to be honest with you, yes.
What's up, Marquise? He said that child looks 59.
Yes, he does. Absolutely does.
Pantyhose and Corn Pops needs to be the title of the show. Thank you, Rich Dow. They spared no baking flour for the makeup, and Draper should be here for this, Slave Cheeks.
Yeah, I think Draper would have a blast with these films because he probably knows a lot of these movies.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. How about, let me grab one here. Thong Girls? I'm not going to go again.
Yeah, it's a little porny.
Yeah.
So are all the Russ Meyer stuff. Those are all little
okay.
Porny.
Dario Argento. No, I don't want to go Argento. That's too mainstream. 2020 Texas Gladiators. I want to see this one.
Oh, dude, that's a banger.
Is it? Okay.
Oh, dude, it's so fun. I have this. It's so fucking fun. It's a Mad Max knockoff. It's an Italian Mad Max knockoff. So fucking fun, dude.
Oh my god. I love that music.
I love everything about this, man. It's such a fun movie. Again, if you're into dog shit movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm gonna kick this down a little bit.
If you're into like cheesy cornball flick.
Oh my god. 2020 Texas Gladiators.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I didn't see the trailer for the Pete Davidson movie yet. We were gonna talk about it with John, so we're probably gonna wait on that one. Is she? Oh shit!
Is she going for it? Ah!
She did.
Man, they made that actually look pretty. Damn!
I know. God, I want to see this movie now.
Damn! Yo, for a cheap movie, those effects are fucking great.
I know they have like Charles Norris and Tony Savini in this movie.
Yeah.
Arnaldo Schwarzenegger.
Arnaldo. Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 other ones too that they put out that are exactly like this. I think one is actually a Fulci movie.
Yeah?
Yeah. Something Gladiators of like 2059 or some shit, I think.
Oh my god.
So that's a Fulci movie.
It sounds like the fake movie they made in Strange Brew. Was it Fleshy Headed Mutants of 29 AD or something like that?
Something like that.
Oh god. Have you seen Strange Brew?
No.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah, it's not really up your alley, so I didn't expect you to. This looks awesome. Like, awesomely bad, but awesome.
No, this is actually a fun movie. For people that grew up on like 80s and 90s action movies, if you like a bad take on it, but with a lot of charm, I would say this movie's kind of a banger.
Dude, they put some effort into the stunts, that's for sure.
They really did, yeah.
Oh, grenade. Damn.
This is a prime example of why I love Severin and Vinegar Syndrome, because I would never know about this. You know what I mean? I would never know about any of these movies.
That blonde chick is cute too, damn.
A lot of action too. I mean, this is just a fucking trailer, dude.
It's non-stop. It's been like 6 minutes.
It's 6 minutes of gunshot. In Texas. You know?
6 minutes of gunshots in Texas is no big deal. It's like
it's like a Tuesday morning.
That's like school prayer before, school starts.
Yeah.
Oh, and they got force fields around them too. 2020 Texas Gladiators. Kevin Mancuso. I wonder if that's any relation to Frank Mancuso.
That one's a banger, dude.
The Paramount executive who birthed Friday the 13th. All right, how about you pick one now, man? That was great.
Yeah, that's kind of a banger. All right, keep scrolling. I don't know any of these ones.
I'm gonna go back to the bottom.
Yeah, let's scroll down a little bit more.
All right.
I'm not sure about too many of these. And then let's slow down a little bit. Let's see. Oh, Siege is definitely fun, but let me see if there's anything else. Oh, let's do. You know what? Let's do Day of the Animals.
Okay.
It's got Leslie Nielsen in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, I think one of the only horror movies he's been other than Creepshow.
Yeah. Oh, hear that voiceover?
Yeah. Another really, really fun movie. I know John is a big fan of this movie.
Okay.
Great double feature if you want to watch it with Grizzly.
Okay.
That's what I did. I've seen both of these at the same time.
Oh shit!
Like, it's dangerous too, man. These stunts they did back in the day was just like, this is real animals.
Oh no!
Fucking wrestling bears and wolves and shit. Like, it's
Okay, those look like German shepherds, but you know.
Leslie Nielsen, Linda Day George, Richard Jekyll, Michael Ansara, and Ruth Roman. Struggle for survival.
Okay, that's a mountain lion. That is a fucking mountain lion. Okay.
The day of the animals is coming.
dude, I love the voiceovers. We need to bring these back.
I know. Like, they don't even try anymore. I think once Don LaFontaine died, who was always like, I am the movie trailer guy. Like, once he died, everyone gave up.
Would you even classify this as a horror movie?
Maybe.
I have a hard time doing it, but it's always categorized as like a horror film. You know what I mean? But this doesn't even focus on a specific animal like Grizzly, where you could be like, okay, it's a monstrous bear, whatever. This is more so just animals attacking.
Yeah, just like a random series of animal attacks.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I mean, I guess so. I think we consider stuff, we're a little bit more strict as far as what we consider horror, and there's a lot more people who would consider everything under this umbrella horror, so I don't know, man. I think it depends. And if there's anyone in the chat who's watching and sees a trailer or a thumbnail they want to see, then just let us know. I'll turn it on. But Raiders of the Living Dead? No.
Of course, you know the Church, Cemetery, man, you probably know, right?
Yeah. Bloody Pit of Horror.
I always thought the Church was directed by Argento, and it's not.
Who is that, then? You want to take a look at it?
I mean, I've seen the movie. If you're interested in watching it, yeah. I mean, it's a great movie.
Let's do some stuff that we're not familiar with. Carnival Magic. Have you seen that one?
I think that's a kid's movie.
Oh, fuck that. Libido.
I don't know what that is. I think it's a 65, so it's probably black and white, I'm assuming.
The Peanut Butter Solution. What the hell is this?
Oh, I heard it's kind of a banger. I don't know anything about it, though.
Okay, let's try it. I hate how I have to reload everything.
This is the one that everybody always recommends as a blind buy, but I've never picked it up. Yeah, Severin Kids.
It's a kids movie? Nickelodeon by way of David Lynch.
Oh, I'm into it already with just that.
I've never heard of this.
Has anybody in the chat room heard of the Peanut Butter Solution?
Kid loses his hair.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Get you all through lies.
What the hell are we watching?
Through ice creams that put you asleep.
I kind of want to see this, though.
Listening.
He said he gives you ice cream that puts you to sleep.
Damn, a bunch of people in the chat know this movie, apparently. I don't know.
Jesus.
But what happened to my voice?
I know that for kids under 8.
Neckbeard and Slave Cheeks, would you recommend watching this film? Is it solid?
Tough.
It's a really interesting approach to show this kid who's basically dealing with having seen the charred bodies of these homeless couple who is in this house.
The hair, they would tie it to my calf.
The kids movie?
I couldn't keep a straight face because it was just really bugging me.
What the hell?
Peanut Butter Solution.
That's life, sweetheart. You don't get no second chance.
What the fuck?
Damn, that's a deep fucking kids movie, man. Jesus.
Wow. That reminds me of like that Mr. Potter or whatever it is, where it's like, oh, hey, I'm a Mr. Rogers. That kind of movie, but back in the 80s. That's creepy as shit, man.
I'm surprised it's like a full-blown kids movie. All right, let's go down a little bit more.
All right.
Let's try to find a fun one. Don't want to depress me. Let's go down a little bit more.
I think I found my next one, but go ahead.
All right, a little bit more. Let's just keep going until I find something that I know will be a. All right, let's keep going.
Slave Cheek said he saw that one on HBO in the 80s. Joe Punches said it's on Tubi. AEW Neckbeard says it's a Canadian movie.
Oh, okay. So. All right, so let's watch Acción Mutante.
I was hoping you were going to say that.
Yeah, let's go with that. I haven't seen this myself, but I like the director a lot.
Okay.
The director did there's an HBO show called Coins, I believe. He directed that.
Unos production el deseos ese.
Somos soldados del ejército mutante y vamos a ganar la guerra.
That was almost like dead on.
Yeah, you almost got it perfect.
Vamos a dar por el culo.
Culo. All right, this looks fantastic.
Dude, there's so many great Mexican films too that we would never know about. Mm-hmm. They put a ton of Spanish and Mexican films out too.
I'm gonna turn this one down. Your audio is coming in and out. What did you say at the end of that?
No, I'm just a big fan of them putting out like Spanish and Mexican movies. They do a ton of them.
Okay. When did this come out?
93, I think.
Really? Okay. Don Stoney says I literally quoted that movie. Yeah.
You did. Yeah. Almost got it perfect.
This looks like almost post-apocalyptic, kind of mutants.
Yeah, like
action.
Demolition Man, kind of.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what I noticed with all these like cheap action movies? The amount of gunshots. I mean, this whole trailer is literally just some shooting. The last one was 6 minutes of shooting. Texas Gladiators.
This looks like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre meets Mad Max. Sorry, what's that?
Yeah. No, I thought you froze because your image is frozen.
Oh, no.
I would check this
Action
out.
Mutante. Sorry.
Yeah, I would check this out. Looks fun.
Yeah, it's cool. Oh shit, wrong button.
All right, you pick your next one since you had it picked out, and then let's go to Vinegar Syndrome, and then we can wrap it up.
Okay, here we go.
Good ones out of Vinegar Syndrome too.
Let's see. Our live stream was popping up on here. I didn't want to do the Spaceballs thing where we're watching ourselves in reverse.
Oh shit, yeah.
Now we're at now.
Don Stoney's asking, in all seriousness, what do I think the budget are?
Oh.
I mean, dude, it's hard to tell, man. I mean, depends on when the movies were made. They're all so different. It's hard to tell, but you're definitely not seeing anything like it's probably a couple $100,000 for like the top good ones. Like, I mean, a lot of these I'm sure were probably made with like $50K or something.
Yeah, I mean, this size probably 100 to 300, given they come out in the 80s.
Right.
Necrophagus.
Not
Have
familiar.
you seen
with
this
that
one?
No. It's a Mexican movie.
Okay. I'm not going to do any voiceover on this one. Yeah, Marquis says tens of $20.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, you have some of the best soundtracks for these random films. Oh my god, dude! Some of the music for these are amazing.
It's fantastic.
I could listen to this. I'd like to wake up to this.
Necrophagus.
Can you imagine?
Built current.
If I woke up with this with some iced coffee in my hand and a titty in my mouth, man, I'd be the happiest man
I
alive.
know.
Marisa Shiro. Victor Israel.
Yeah,
That's a creepy looking fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Ellison.
What the fuck?
You shouldn't ask me any more questions.
Then whom should I ask?
Ask your other sister-in-law.
I thought this was Mexican.
But don't ask me.
Well, a lot of them have still English in
I
there.
think you'd better ask Dr. Kinberg.
It's like the Italian films, you know. They'll have like,
Her death certificate was
those are
signed by
Italian
him.
films, but in English.
Yeah.
A shocking story that beats the courage of a man and carries him to despair and panic.
So this
when
is
he
from
finds
their
out that all the
Danza
graves and
Macabre
caskets are
set.
empty.
That's a Mexican set.
Necrophagus.
Okay.
Where are the bodies?
That was cheesily good. Where are the bodies?
My little friend Johnny was attacked
Damn, girl.
by a monster.
Yeah, she is fucking cute for 83, man. Jesus Christ.
Laid buried under the earth.
She looks younger than 83. What are you talking about? Not a joke.
She's probably 83 now.
Probably. She probably still looks good.
Necrophagus.
Yeah.
A horrible monster that had to be.
Look how cheap those fingers look coming out of there. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be terrible.
It looks like a Power Rangers villain. Sorry, go ahead.
I still like watching these just for like the history of it. You know what I mean? Like I just like getting that experience of watching like a weird Mexican movie from
Yeah.
83 that no one's seen.
Unusual,
You know?
exciting film produced
Oh
by
my God.
Films International.
Yeah, Films International. Wasn't that the one that did a bunch of the 80s action knockoffs?
No.
Films International? I thought it was. Never mind.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that was
and then
kind
type
of
in Vinegar Syndrome. Yeah, that one was kind of a letdown. Type in Vinegar Syndrome. Let's go through some of their stuff.
They're either really good or they have really good looking women in them, and there's no in between.
Yeah. So either way, it's a win. So they recently just put out Dirty Work for the first time, the rated R cut, which is amazing. No one's ever seen the rated R cut, so I'm excited for that to come out.
Okay.
As you can see, they're doing some mainstream movies now. They're doing The Golden Child. Like, they're doing some heavy work there. But yeah, let's scroll down to some of their older stuff, because the newer stuff is not too familiar with.
There's Roy Scheider, The Last Embrace. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a drama.
All right, are you guys ready for Vinegar Syndrome? Because Severin was quite the ride. All right.
All right, so let's scroll up a little bit. All right, let's just fuck up your night with Ebola syndrome. Let's just go for that. Tough watch, so get prepared. Although it's the trailer, so I don't think they're gonna show too much. But this is a rough ass fucking movie, man. A rough fucking movie.
Oh, and the porno music.
Yeah, hell yeah. That movie's from Wonder Woman.
What's that?
They put out a movie called Wonder Woman.
Okay.
The music is from that soundtrack.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so this guy goes to Africa, I think. He gets Ebola. He brings it back to, like, Japan, and he gets everybody sick, and he's touching women and doing all kinds of terrible things. And then he's making, I believe he starts making hamburgers out of people. And that's how the Ebola syndrome spreads in Japan.
What a wonderful way to celebrate, easing into your birthday tomorrow. This is fantastic.
Hell yeah. I couldn't get through this movie, though. It was pretty rough. With the animal stuff, there's a scene where they're like tearing up frogs that are alive.
Oh my god.
Same with chickens. They're like plucking their feathers alive. I couldn't get through it, man. This is like a classic, though. This is like a fucking notoriously known banned film. John, I bet you, was a huge fan of this movie.
Okay. 1996. That's a little more recent than I would have expected.
Yeah, the trailer doesn't really do it justice as far as how fucking crazy that movie actually is. I think it's just because they can't really show it, but yeah, that movie is batshit fucking crazy, dude.
It looks rough. I still am a little bit perplexed. We saw a toddler get blown away off screen. No flinch.
Yeah.
None at all. And you're like, yeah, they dissected a frog. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, it is what it is. By the way, it is very similar to the COVID story. It's eerily the same,
Yeah. Hey, now Rich Dow said origin story. Don Stoney, the original lab leak. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, where do we go from here? Scared to Death? Is that any good?
It's a terrible movie. I've seen it. It's
okay.
The creature's kind of cool, but the creature's only in the movie for like 3 seconds.
All right.
Which sucks.
New York Ninja. I got to see what this is.
So this is a terrible movie, by the way. But let me tell you the backstory to this, because you have to know this before.
Do you want to pause it first?
Yeah, pause it first.
Okay.
So this is a movie that was shot in the 80s. It's a completely lost film. Was never released, was never even finished. They never even did the dub-overs. So Vinegar Syndrome found this. And they actually, the voiceovers are from like 2020.
Oh my God.
The movie never had sound. They created the sound for this and they put it out.
That's what I want to do. I want a boutique film company to find some lost films from the 60s and just let me do the voices. That would be so fun.
How fun is that, though, that they found this movie that nobody has ever seen? Like, this never got a release on anything, ever. This was essentially an unfinished project that they finished.
Well, and I'd like to find out how they got the rights to do this, because sometimes when they go through these like warehouses that store, audio, film, and shit, elements for these movies that are long lost, like, did they have to buy the rights to put this out? Like, that's fantastic. They were able to do this and figure that out. It's so strange, because I know there's some people who try to do that and they can't put it out.
Here, I actually have it right here.
Okay.
Let me show it off. Fucking get it out of this case. These cases are pretty tight. So look at the treatment they gave this unknown movie that no one's ever seen. Look at this fucking hard box.
Wow.
Look at this. This is out of print now, by the way. This is probably like $70, $80 now.
Damn.
Opens up. It's got a little booklet and shit in there inside. But yeah, they really put in some work into their. And then, of course, I've never even opened this. I've never even seen the movie, so it's still wrapped. And comes with a little booklet. But yeah, dude, they're known for like their documentaries and stuff. Like they have whole documentaries of how the movie was made. They interview all the people. So if you're into like special features, these companies that are putting out these terrible movies, I think that some of the most interesting parts is the backstory to them. Like the interviews and stuff is sometimes more interesting than the film itself. But yeah, this is kind of a unique one because again, no one's ever fucking seen this movie.
Okay. Well, we're going to see the trailer real quick. As Slave Cheeks pointed out, the tower's in the background because as you explained, this was made in when? The 80s?
Yeah, 84.
We're gonna have a baby. Oh my god.
That's terrible.
Oh, it's so bad, dude. It's so bad.
You have to try and pull yourself together. This city owes me.
Well, what's that?
Justice.
Oh my god. That music, though.
Anyone do anything? We are strong on crime, and together we have the power.
This is a big city.
It's a very Italian-feeling film, like one of the late 70s, early 80s movies, like New York Ripper.
Yeah.
Just the way it looks.
There's just something about this era of film because like all of them I feel like were shot in New York City or Chicago, like dirty ass background. Somehow kung fu was incorporated into everything. Like,
oh yeah,
I just love it, man.
I would, but I want them.
And this is great for me because when I want to watch movies like this, I don't know where to start. So like I'll check out Tubi or I'll check out Shudder, and I can't tell sometimes if it's good or not. And I know sometimes that's the fun of it, not knowing, but.
I'll go on Vinegar Syndrome and watch the trailers and then Tubi it.
This looks amazing. Damn.
How crazy is that, though? No one's ever seen this fucking movie. Never got a theater release, a local release, independent, just nothing. Nothing. Damn. No one had seen that.
Slave Cheek says Kung Pao 2.
There you
go. Hey Now says, this walked so Beverly Hills Ninja could run. Hey, you know what? This looks comedic, but no, this looks like a straight-up action movie for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of comedy in there. Unintentional, of course, but,
yeah,
you know. All right, so let's go down a little bit more, and then let's pause there. Hold on, let's pause there.
Oops, sorry.
Divine is in Lust in the Dust. I've seen that. It's a comedy western.
Oh my god.
Divine, which is very bizarre.
Yes.
Go up a little bit more. Stop right there. You know Tammy and the T-Rex, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, they put that out. I feel like you would enjoy Unmasked Part 25 because they're making fun of Friday the 13th. It's a parody movie.
Okay.
And they're just making fun of how many movies of like slasher films are just coming out that are exactly. Let's play that actually because I haven't even seen that myself, to be honest with you. But I just know it's a parody movie.
No kidding.
Yeah. And it's supposed to be actually good. Like I've heard pretty good reviews about it. 88. Jesus.
Perhaps we can be friends. I'd like that, wouldn't you? Pardon me?
Okay. Lowered expectations.
Yeah. Oh man, this kind of looks fun, dude.
I know.
Oh yeah, I'm into this, dude. I would enjoy this.
So he meets a blind girl, and she falls in love with him.
I like this. I'm gonna have to buy this. I don't know why I've never bought this.
This is amazing. How do they not get sued for this?
Well, one, the mask is different, right?
Yeah, but that's pretty much Okay.
Well, they can't just own the whole like they can't own the design to hockey masks.
You're not going to kill me, are you?
I know.
Right?
Look, I understand.
Everybody has a
And this is
Cute.
clearly a comedy parody, so they
Everyone's
probably didn't.
entitled to it.
Yeah.
But killing people isn't gonna solve anything.
She almost looks like, who's the girl that you liked for a while with the wide eyes?
Oh.
Anna Taylor-Joy?
Yeah.
In a way.
I hate that hair, man. I don't know how people rocked that back in the day. That
Yeah.
looks terrible. That looks fucking shameful.
Unmasked Part 25. That actually looked pretty fun.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
Don Stoney said that's the best one yet.
I'm trying to think which one I think is the best one so far.
I think the 2020 action movie.
The Texas Gladiators?
Yeah.
I think that one's probably my favorite so far. You know?
I mean, a lot of them have been good, but that was pretty good. That was just like
Yeah,
non-stop action.
They put out Showgirls, which is random as hell.
Have you seen Curse of the Blue Lights?
I have not, but I own it. It's supposed to be like cheaper version of Evil Dead, essentially. I think.
All right, let's check it out.
I do own it though. The cover is phenomenal. I love the cover for this.
Okay.
No, really, it's haunted. Everybody's known about that for years. There was a train wreck down by the river about 100 years ago or so. And there was this one man that rode on the caboose of one of these trains that stopped and accidentally hung up the wrong...
See, I respect these movies a lot more that are just cheesy and bad as opposed to bad horror comedies. You know what I mean?
These ones know their place. That's a cool looking creature thing. You know, I like that.
Yeah.
It was right here, I swear it.
That's pretty cool.
That was a really cool effect, actually.
This is where the thing was buried. See,
Maybe I'm thinking of Frostbiter. That's the one I'm thinking of, possibly.
Okay.
She's supposed to be a witch.
Blue light's an evil place. You found
Yeah, I wonder what the budget on this one is.
We're all gonna die. All of us that saw that thing, we're all gonna die.
It's like in slow motion.
I know. The creature looked okay, but the rest of it wasn't a whole lot to write home about.
Yeah. Well, it was probably honestly a terrible movie.
Rich now said it was made for $48.
You're being generous.
Invasion USA. Holy shit.
They actually put out Invasion USA, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I'm going to scroll down. I want you to pick another one.
All right, don't go so fast. That's why I can see.
Oh, my bad. I was trying to get to the bottom.
Jesus Christ, Infernal Rapist. Good God, man.
Not so subtle on that one. Jesus.
Let's keep going down a little bit more. Yeah, speaking of Stuart Gordon, they put out From Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
They put out Freeway. Evil Laugh is a good slasher.
Santo versus Dr. Death.
Yeah, they only put out one Santo movie. Red Surf. Look at young George Clooney over there.
I was wondering if that was him, but I didn't think it was.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Trying to see some. Trauma is an Argento movie. Tough Guys Don't Dance has a fucking who's that old school Italian comedian, stand-up comedian.
Oh shit, I don't know.
She's Andrew Dice Clay.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Dice is in there.
No kidding.
Oh, Scanner Cop. You have to watch that.
Okay.
So this kind of goes hand in hand with Scanners.
Yeah.
One of my favorite releases they've done. I actually really like these movies. They're super fun. Yeah, dude. If you like Maniac Cop and shit like that, like these are fucking bangers.
So is this basically a knockoff of both Maniac Cop and Scanners?
Yeah, kind of combined the two of them. But for some reason, it's considered to be in the Scanners universe. Like some people refer to these as like Scanners 4 and 5 for some reason. But
Have a seat.
great effects too, by the way.
Forget the formalities.
Look at this shit.
Sam, I got a big problem and I need your help.
Anything.
Well, it's this cop killing case. These
Kinda looks like
officers
a
have
cop
been killed
from,
by ordinary
Terminator.
citizens, and we don't know why.
What does the one in custody have
A little
to say?
bit.
Nothing.
Maybe it's a
Gotta
strong ass
talk.
neck.
I got a shrink working with him, but He's coming up with
The one in the actual cop uniform here?
Yeah.
I just think you would think we all look alike. That's all.
Possibly, man. Especially in the 80s, man. All white people.
what's going on inside of his head.
Fucking.
At least nowadays you got season your food, so you look a little bit more flavor on you. You know?
That means not taking
Eating
my
spicy
pills.
Taki challenges and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Now you guys have the one chip challenge. It's adding some
Why are you
spice to your
asking me
life.
to
You
do
know?
Oh
this,
my god.
You saw what happened to my father.
I know. But it'll just be
Why is
for
this
a short
trailer
period.
a fucking scene?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, we gotta. I was gonna say, why the fuck is it so long?
Like, are we watching the movie or something?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck, man? It's not a trailer. All right, now there we go.
Oh my god.
How cool was that? Dude, this movie is so fucking fun. You should actually check this out, man. If there's one recommendation I can give you, is check this out.
Okay. Oh my
actually,
god.
like-
That puppet with the little twisty neck.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
my god.
There's two of them too. This movie's actually really fun.
Oh, who's that dark hair broad? What the fuck?
I don't know, bro. it's a wild one.
This looks fantastic, dude. Ah.
Yeah, I bought the box set for this one too. I think this is the second one.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, I think this is my next journey is through all these cheesy old ones. Oh, Kane Hodder.
Damn, I didn't.
It's like this one is almost like Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, Lethal Weapon mixed with like Maniac Cop. Dude, they definitely both got hernias after this movie. Doing that shit, strain like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do a couple more before we wrap it up. But yeah, that's a good one, man. Scanner Cop, definitely check that
Yeah.
out. It's one of my guilty pleasures.
Last Red Hot Lovers. She looks good. Let's see. Let's find Shanks. Ah, that looks terrible. No. Delirium photo of Guillaume.
I
Have
heard
any
that's
idea
terrible.
what this is?
Yeah, I heard that's terrible though.
Okay.
I just bought the Howling 2. I heard Christopher Lee's apparently in there.
Okay. Reptilicus.
Somewhere.
Oh, I've seen this book. This is so bad.
Have you?
I haven't seen it. I've seen the trailer. It's so fucking bad, dude. Okay.
But what they
It's like a newspaper puppet.
A story that was to terrorize the whole world.
Fossil bones.
Fossil bones.
Yeah, look at this shit.
Oh my god,
It's so bad.
I have never seen bone fragments like this before.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
So bad, dude.
Like, the thing that amazes me is that people were actually afraid of this shit back in the day.
For any naval action required. As chief of police, I'll rely on you to handle the population.
I love how the beaches looked in the 60s and 70s.
I know. Oh my god, that's terrible. Yeah, no fat people.
Yeah, you know, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh shit.
They're all running from giant fucking reptile creatures.
You're correct though. There was no fat people.
Oh my god.
Damn.
What the fuck is that? Rabid grannies?
Oh, that's a fun one. That's Trauma. Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna do another one?
Yeah, let's do one more.
All right.
Scroll down a little bit. Let's go for an older one.
Okay. Tell me when to stop.
Yeah, these are still new. Keep going.
I hear you, slave cheeks. Let's see.
All right. Slow down. Let's see. Go down a little bit more. What is Demon right now? Gorgo is another one that looks terrible too. But let's not watch that. It's similar to the one that we just watched.
Okay.
I think it's actually probably better than the one that we just watched, but you know. In the same vein, though.
But we'd be putting a hat on a hat, so.
Yeah. Blade in the Dark is pretty good. It's a giallo. I think you would like that one.
Musician? I adore musicians. They're really great in bed.
Again, I love the music from these fucking old movies.
Yeah.
Last evening, I found a girl in my closet. Lucky you. Was she nice?
Oh, shit.
The diary. The killer must have set an appointment with her here.
Yeah, this definitely has like late 70s Jala vibes for sure.
But it can't be.
Pretty sure it's an American movie, though.
Where did you get your inspiration?
Well, no, it's definitely not, actually.
Child.
Definitely not.
I'm pretty sure this is an American movie. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not.
Murderers lurk in the black dark.
Bruno! The ball, go get it. Female, you're a girl if you
shit.
don't get the ball.
Oh, fuck that. You are a female. That's so terrible. You know, it's just a terrible translation, right? It's probably like
That's
you're a
part
woman
of the
or a
charm, though.
pussy.
Man, these movies are fucking. The translations are usually bad too. The dubbing is terrible.
Oh my god. Like that's one thing I know I've told people to watch some Italian films, you know, from the 70s, the 80s, Fulci and Argento, and a lot of people do tell me it's hard for them because the dubbing is so bad that it just really is distracting. So I kind of get that, but man, some of these movies are so good though. You there, Shah?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
You ever heard of the Drop Zone? It's got Wesley Snipes in there.
No, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, they just put that out, but I don't know anything about it.
Should we do one more, or should we
Yeah,
leave
it's up
it
to
to the
you.
imagination? All right, let's do one more.
I need you guys to move Mr. Leedy up to the pen in Atlanta so I can keep him alive.
Okay.
To testify.
The captain needs to see you on the flight deck right away.
Gentlemen, just received this.
Flight 611, you're about to be taken over by posse combatants.
Look at that old ass Apple computer.
Yeah, I love seeing old technology and what they thought was going to be like. You know what they thought 2025 was going to look like. Yeah, we're nowhere near that, bro.
This is weird because it's similar to like
have to ask you.
The Fugitive and U.S. Marshals, and Wesley Snipes was in U.S. Marshals around the same time.
You know, you fuck with my team, you fuck with me. Hey, fuck you and swoop.
Have you ever even heard of this movie?
No.
Yeah, I didn't even know it existed until
What's this?
they put it out.
U.S. Marshal.
Like, I'm recognizing some of these people. Is it Denise Richards?
I was going to say the same thing. I thought it was her, too.
Drop Zone. 1994, okay.
I might have to check that one out.
Rich Dow says it's Con Air 2. Yeah, it's similar.
Yeah, kind of looks like that.
Man, what a wild fucking journey that was.
Just scratching the surface, man. Next time John is missing, we'll go through it again. We'll do some more.
God.
There's
is
a
like,
million of them, man. There's so many different ones. So
I was gonna say, this is my new addiction. I might. Doesn't Vinegar Syndrome have a, or is it the other one, Severin, that has like a subscription or a channel?
yeah, well, no, they have a subscription where you pay like $1,000 a year and they just send you every single movie.
Oh shit.
Yeah. No, they don't have an app. They do like lend out their films to Shudder a lot. So you'll see like a lot of these movies. If you find it on Shudder, it'll have the Vinegar Syndrome logo in the beginning.
Gotcha. I haven't re-upped Shudder since I stopped it after Halloween.
I need to get it again just to get the Ugly Stepsister. I want to see that movie.
Oh shit, that's out. There's like 7 movies I gotta watch now.
Yeah, I need to see that one. Chris Matthews has seen this one, The Drop Zone.
Oh shit. Is it any good, Chris? I know there's a delay, so it might take a minute to come through.
Yeah.
Oh man, and a reminder to everybody, if you don't have your questions in for the Q&A, you can get them in before this weekend. I don't know when we're going to be recording, but we're going to talk about it soon. Do you have any, I'm trying to remember all the plugs for all of our friends. There's Wrestling Soup, Don Tony and Kevin Castle. We got the Bayou Geeks. We got the X's and O's of Life with Hey Now Rich Dow. We got Chris Matthews. We got Soapbox Ant. Got Drucifer Yarcifer.
I think that's about it. Yeah, check out Dirk. He's got like 65 podcasts.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He has almost as many podcasts as he has different names.
Yeah. No, that's it. I can't think of anybody else.
All right. Well, John will be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Thank you very much, Shah, for doing this and being kind of my guru through this weird and wacky wonderland of offbeat films.
Yeah, man. I love doing stuff like that. I could have done this 3 more hours. My type of show, man.
I could have too. It's like, especially like I said, that one that was like 6 minutes of nonstop action.
Yeah, man. These are my type of films. It's sad because I own like probably half of these movies, and I haven't seen even like 10% of them. I gotta start watching the movies I buy, man. That's like a real struggle for me. Like most of my movies are still wrapped. It's like a big problem.
Well, I know you're a collector, and from that standpoint, you got to get some satisfaction out of it. But does it ever bother you that you have like $50,000 worth of movies? You've probably seen $10,000 worth of them.
I think I probably have closer to like $80,000 worth of movies. Oh my God. Because I mean, a lot of these, I mean, just like these ones, these are all like $50 each. You know what I mean? So like when you look at them and add them up, dude, like it's a lot. You know.
All right. Well, hey,
watch all of them before I die. You know what I mean? That's my goal. Is to just
okay. Wait, the math nerd in me, or not the math nerd, but the nerd in me says, "Where's the calculator?" How many movies do you have?
Let's say about 2,000.
So 2,000. Let's say they're an average of, let's say, 2 hours. That's 4,000 hours worth of movies. And let's say you watch 3 a day. It would take you 1,300 days, 3 hours. Well, no. Yeah, 3 movies a day, 1,300 days to finish them all.
And how many years is 1,300 days?
About 3.6.
Okay, so if I were to watch 1 movie per day, then I would probably be looking at almost 10 years worth of movies.
Yeah, something like that.
Damn, I gotta stop buying movies, dude. Yeah, I gotta stop buying movies, man. Shit. Don Stoney's asking how many have I not watched.
Oh, wow.
Shit, out of the 2,000, I'd probably say I probably haven't seen like 1,300 of them, maybe.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Well, you go in phases, though, because like for a while you did Funko Pops, and for a while you did something else.
Well, physical media, I've collected that pretty much since I was like a child, so that's the one thing I never really stopped. Well, I did stop collecting it when Blockbuster went out and like DVDs kind of. I think when Blu-ray came out, I didn't want to upgrade everything all over again, and it was just so annoying to me to be like, "Damn, man, I spent like thousands on DVDs, and now there's this brand new thing, and it looks so much better." It was just annoying to upgrade everything. But once I discovered boutique labels, I kind of got back in the game in 2020. Is when I started collecting again. So I dropped off for about 15 years, though. You know.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's weird is I heard people talk about Blu-ray. Why do you get DVD? Get the Blu-ray. And I was like, what's the big difference? It's a movie. And then I went to go watch, like, the kids wanted to watch something funny, so I threw on Tommy Boy. And I threw the DVD in, and it looks like absolute dog shit. Like, it might as well be on VHS.
Yeah, like DVD, I can't. It's amazing that we used to think DVDs were so crisp and clean when they first came out. Now when I look at it, dude, I want to throw up. I'm like, oh, fuck. I can't. Like, I'm better than this. I can't. I'm sorry. I just can't watch this. You know? So, and now there's 4Ks, and eventually there's going to be 8K, even though your eye can only see up to 4K for whatever reason.
Yeah.
8K is going to be a thing, but I'm good with 4K, dude. I'm not upgrading anymore after 4K. That's it, man.
Rich says
are clean.
Rich says he used to collect baseball cards. He used to buy the Beckett books and price them out. I had a friend who did that, but he said the card collecting world completely fell out and nothing's really worth anything anymore. So, don't know if that's true. And he also wants you to go on a Coke binge and do a movie watch along or a thon.
I'd rather have to go after a fucking marathon of titties if I'm on cocaine, man.
Just like a wild man.
Binge watching Severin films on cocaine.
Like that little dwarf Hulk that was going to town in that cage.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, you gotta watch that movie just for that fucking. No, not that one. That's Beast from the Heat. You gotta watch fucking Burial Ground for the little baby midget that's 38 years old.
Oh my God.
You need to see that.
All right. Well, hey, we're going to go over to the Patreon now. Thank you guys for checking it out. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. It's been a long day. Thank you for checking the show out tonight. John will be back next week. And thanks for hanging with us. We will see you next week.
Yeah, man. Peace.